Yum. Coffee. What's up? It's 8:42 in the morning. It's the 31st day of August in the year 2023. Looks like to be about 67 degrees and hazy here at Site B. And it is I, your teeny, weeny little guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet drama. The OGGM, and it's Thursday. And on Thursday, we try and find weird dice and other weird D&D related products. Last week, we did the largest dice we could find, and it was a huge D20 that was on display at a Gen Con. Today, we're doing the opposite, as I'm running out of things to look for. The teeniest dice. So, according to something on the weird forums that I found from August 2006, the smallest dice ever made took a 0.03 millimeters by 0.03 millimeters by 0.03 millimeters. Apparently there's a picture of it, but it doesn't work. Of course, this hasn't been updated to 2006, so who knows? We've got some pictures here we found. We've got this teeny little D6. The trouble with all these pictures is we don't know how accurate they are, okay? Because this could be Photoshop. These could be camera tricks. So I did a search for world's smallest D6 world's record. There is none. We have the world's largest collection, who held the most dice, which company sold the most dice, stuff like that. I'm doing D6 because I figure it's much more likely we're going to find it in a novelty D6. Then for some reason it's showing me pictures of guns. Is there a gun that's called the D6? I don't know. Is there? So yeah, see, these could all be tricks of the light. They don't really show us any size comparison. All right, so here you've got a bunch that are surrounded by a penny. So this could be accurate, but it also could be a trick, because it could just be Photoshop. It could be messing around with dimensions and perception. The farther something gets away, the smaller it looks. The closer you are to something, the larger it looks. So, yeah. Now, most of the novelties, teeny weeny D6s you've seen are this type, right? The teeny little D6s. Sometimes you'll have the teeny little D6 inside a larger plastic D6, and you roll the D6, and inside the teeny ones are. These all seem to be in the point. These are 0.5 millimeter. And we just got normal dice. Here's two from 6 years ago, up against the penny. This looks well, I don't know. Those are pretty hazy. Looks like it's on a piece of denim. They're laying against this penny. So this could be accurate, but again, they look hazy compared to the clarity of the penny. So I don't know. We've got some on Amazon. But again, it doesn't really, it doesn't really give you the measurements. It just pictures against pennies. Pictures against pennies seem to be the best way to determine the size. And for some reason, there's also pictures of guns. I'm not sure why. So here we've got some more. Yeah, these aren't doing it for me. Let's see. Let's try these. I have a feeling this is going to be a really quick win because I don't think there's going to be that many varieties of world's smallest D6. And again, I'm using D6 because I figure there's way more chance of finding a novelty teeny weeny D6. So I don't get it why it's showing me guns. Is there a gun brand called the D6? I don't know how it goes from world's smallest D6 dice to showing me a gun. Is there a gun brand called Dice? So we've got these. We've seen we've seen that one. There's this one with a D6 next to this flash drive, saying that this is the world's smallest flash drive next to the see, again, that doesn't tell me anything because it looks as Photoshop because the dice is fuzzy in the picture. World's smallest camera. I asked for world's smallest D6, and you're showing me world's smallest D6 dice. Let's try that one. Here's one. But again, it's the same thing. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this finger. Does this look accurate or does it look fake? Again, the dice are fuzzy, you know, and then it's against this picture here behind it, which I don't know how accurate that is. So again, I mean, this could just be trick of the camera. I've seen teeny dice. But I'd like to see, you know, an accurate numbers. Okay, this one looks realistic. And this one doesn't look like it was fake. I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe it's just my eyes. We've got something called micro dice on Amazon. They are 5mm. They're from a company called Brewbelly. For $6.99, you get 50 6-sided dice. They're all 5mm. Okay, so yeah, I think the smallest we're going to find is that 6-sided dice. And I don't know if there's any way of determining the accuracy of any of these pictures. A lot of them look fake to me. I mean, we know, we've seen them. We know they exist. We've seen the plastic 20-sider that's got the teeny little plastic dice in them all around the 5mm range. But so if there's a world's record for smallest dice, apparently it was set in 2006 at 0.36mm or 0.3mm. But there's no way to be sure. Is there any other weird dice you want to look at? Otherwise, we're moving on next week to something else. So if there's a dice category we haven't done yet, we've done, radioactive dice, we've done edible dice, we've done the most expensive dice, we've done the most dangerous dice with those, those stupid sharp dice and the weird metal dice. So if there's another dice type you want to look up, let me know. Otherwise, I think next week we'll switch over to dice towers, another total waste of money that we've made fun of in the past. Put your suggestions down below, what you want to see next week as we continue this little exploration in the weirder edges of our hobby. Because, 50-year-old hobby, a lot of creative brains, a lot of time. So sooner or later, somebody's going to go, hey, I wonder if I can make blank. Hot dog dice. Yeah. All right. Till next time. See ya.